Hi there and welcome to Magic Hearts Tarot. I am Michelle and this reading is a channeled message from Spirit. I was meditating prior to coming on and I received a message and then I started my reading, and what the message was that I was receiving was that there was a block in the energy. And so what I did here was, as you could see, I'm cleansing this space here because I do want to have this space cleansed for you, because there's, like I was saying, there's some kind of block in your energy, in the collective's energy right now. Get rid of that there. And it's, the cards we have in front here are the cards that I pulled as I was channeling the message from Spirit. I grabbed my deck, and which is the Elemental Empath. There's the guidebook there. And so what I did was I pulled out the deck because I kept hearing cleanse, cleanse. There's a need for cleansing. And so the first card that popped out was cleanse and release. And what I kept hearing was, you're blocking yourself from hearing your true self. You're blocking yourself. You need to cleanse the energy. And what's happening is that what I'm feeling is when you're communicating with people, because we have compassion and we have empathy. It's like when you're communicating with people, where you're coming from is not your true self. You're needing to have good boundaries as far as, you know, like allowing people to come in and try to manipulate you or take over what you're doing, or you know, like however that is. And also, because of this, it's like if somebody speaks to you, you're automatically on the defense. And what's happening is that you're coming from a space of trauma versus coming from that true self. And what's needing here is, it says, when you're not healed from trauma in the past, things and people who have hurt you, what happens is that you react from a space of pain and trauma. I'm reading here from my notes, as you could see. And what Spirit is saying is that by clearing your energy that's blocking you and grounding yourself, you will be able to open up and then be able to feel like the love and to allow the good things to happen. And because what you're tapping into is the universal love from Spirit, from your angels, from your guides. It's like this universal love is going to help you to release this blocked energy. And you're going to feel protected by the divine when you embody this universal love. And by focusing on the light, it can help you to release the darkness, release the pain, without having to work through or stay so much within that darkness. Because a lot of times when we go to do shadow work, excuse me, my throat chakra, I'm having trouble talking. And that's what I feel is happening. You're blocking by this block here. It's like you're being blocked from speaking your truth. It's like what's happening is that by staying, again, I'll start back with the healing. It's like we're working through our shadow and we're like knee deep in the darkness. And then we're getting all blocked off. And then when we need to speak our truth and to speak more with our authentic self, we're not able to. And what happens is that we're speaking through pain. And again, it's like focusing more on the light will help us to work through the darkness. Okay, so I'm going to start off with clarifying these cards. I'm going to start with cleanse and release. And it says cleanse and release. Clear blocks. Listen to your system. Let energy flow. So again, it's like you're clearing whatever's blocking you and you're allowing the positive energy to flow through you. Okay, so we have fear. The fear of the unknown does hold us back. It will always hold us back. And it's kind of like, again, that protection is needed. It's like when you cleanse yourself, you're also needing to protect yourself. Because with the next card of empath, it says empath, connect to self, cleanse, boundaries, hold space. You need to hold that space for yourself so that you don't have that fear come in and take over. That's ego. So the thing is that you need to have good boundaries, like I was saying from the channeled message. Good boundaries are needed, so then you're not in that space of fear. And by embodying the universal energy of love and light, that's also going to help you to feel safe. Persevere. You'll get through this. You will. Don't be afraid. You know, it will feel better, because what I'm feeling is that you're in this space of anxiety and you're not sure where to go. We have compassion. It says compassion for self and others. Soften heart, be gentle, see the good. So remember when I was saying about the light? See the good in everything. See the good in all the little things, and that'll help you to stay more in this space of love and light and not in that darkness of your shadow. And then by keeping out of there, it's like your ego won't be able to get in there and speak for you. Like when like when we get triggered or when we get upset, it's like by holding in that space of compassion for yourself and for others, then that ego won't get in there and talk for you. Pray. It's like, have that moment. Help me, angels, get through this. Help me to hold compassion for myself and others. Release me from this trauma, this trapped energy. Clear my mind, body, and spirit. Help me to get through this moment. And then we have inner authority. And it says, trust yourself, listen to your true self, trauma versus guidance. So it's like by listening to our true self, we're going to be able to then express from our guidance, our true self, our guidance from our angels and our guides, versus speaking from trauma, which is the ego, because the ego thinks it's protecting you. Help is on the way. By opening up and releasing that fear, and you getting in touch with your true self, you're going to feel the love and support from the divine around you. And that's where help is on the way. It's like you have to open up. You have to get past this block. I just want to get some tarot here to clarify. Yeah. The Seven of Cups is in the reverse position, seeing things for what they truly are. This fear has you in a space where you're not able to see reality. It's like you're thinking about what could happen versus what really is happening. You're thinking that you're going to get hurt again if you open your heart. You're thinking if you do something outside of your comfort zone that you're going to, you know, fail. That people are going to make fun of you if you mess up or whatever. You have all these fears and doubts, and you're allowing that to hold you back versus seeing the truth of it and seeing that you can do this, whatever this is for you personally, right? Be it that you're healing from your inner child, be it that you're healing past trauma, be it that you're healing from a relationship and you're needing to then cleanse this energy, and you're thinking that you can't do it, or you're thinking that, you know, it's not possible, when what you're needing to do is like persevere, pray, connect, help is on the way. You're going to be able to do this. Seeing the possibility, seeing what is around you, seeing that it doesn't have to be this way. There we go, the painful ending. Persevere. You got to get up out of that. You can get out. See the tunnel? See the light at the end of the tunnel? See this is the sun. Yes, something was painful. Yes, it hurt like hell. But you can persevere and push through this pain. You can do this. You have to believe in yourself. Now the pain is over, and now it's time for you to get up and move on. You know, and trust me, I know that's difficult. I truly do. I am resonating with my own message. And I know that you have to push through the pain. You really do. You have to, you know, welcome in the new day every day. Welcome in the newness. That's what I do. Welcome in the newness. Welcome in the new day. Welcome in, you know, the healing and the love and the light from the divine. And that's going to help you to be able to pull out them swords to get up from that pain. And trusting in your own inner guidance with the High Priestess. Once you open up to spirit, you're going to hear the divine speaking to you, and you're going to hear that inner guidance, and it's going to show you the pathway forward and help you to release the burdens, to release the fears, the doubts, the pain, to release whatever's holding you back, to heal that inner child. Because the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of past lives. It's a card of staying too long in the past too sometimes. Because like if you're sitting there in this pain, why would you do that to yourself? Do you see what I mean? You don't deserve it. It's like, yes, it happened. Yes, I need to face what happened, but I don't deserve to sit there for the rest of my life either. You know, you have to process what has happened, go through it, understand it, you know, and then each day move forward, even if it's just a little chunk at a time, you know, like push through it, persevere, right? It's going to take a lot of strength, because right now you don't feel like you have any kind of strength, and that's why the strength is in the reverse position. You don't even think it's possible, and you're needing to, again, believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself. Because the thing is we have to believe in ourselves first in order to get anything or anywhere in life, right? And by trusting in ourselves and we're opening up to spirit, we're going to feel that embodiment of that love and light like I was talking about. It's like once we open up just a tiny bit and allow the light in, it's like it's going to burst through the darkness is what I'm feeling. It's like that's like the message here right now. I want to see what kind of energy we're looking at here. We have Jupiter, and Jupiter is about abundance. It came out in the reverse position. So what I'm feeling is that by you staying in this this negative energy and not cleansing your space. You're also blocking your own abundance. And abundance isn't necessarily about money. Abundance is about fresh starts and new beginnings and new relationships and just everything in general like that. You know what I'm saying? And by you staying in this dark space and not cleansing yourself, you're blocking your own abundance. So remember that. Focus more on the positive. See, the light, shine. Focusing on the light is going to help you. And it's going to help you to expand, because Sagittarius energy is about expansion, right? So it's like by focusing on the light, focusing on the possibilities. Think about the abundance that you will have once you open up to the light around you. Community. And it's also going, think about it this way with the card of community. Card of community doesn't necessarily have to be, as in, your neighbors. Community is about yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers. It's about everything, right? So community. By you being you, it helps the world around you. And it can be as small as your family or as large as worldwide. Think about it that way. It's a ripple effect, because you're affecting by you being sad, and then your family's worried about you, right? And then once they see that you're in a better place or you're starting to move forward, then they feel good. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we're talking about healing, I feel guided to pull out this new deck I got, Shadow Work Oracle. Let's see what this message for us today, Spirit, regarding shadow work. Okay, here we go. We got avoidance. Face what you fear, for avoidance is but a temporary refuge. Remember when I was saying at the beginning, it's like you're afraid to do it because part of you is thinking it's not even going to work. You need to face that, because you're going to keep going back to it, because, it's like, yeah, no, I don't have to face what it is I need to heal. Everything will be all right. And then something happens and then it piles onto it. And then something happens and it piles onto it. You only get that little bit of relief for just so long before you have to then face it again. So you have to face your fears and stop avoiding it. Then we have trauma. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Remember how I was saying before, you don't think you're strong enough? You got through all that, didn't you? Like whatever your trauma is, you're living to tell, aren't you? So therefore, you are strong. You are powerful. You can push through this. You don't have to avoid this anymore. You just need to face it, right? And then we have isolation. In solitude, discover your true self and connect deeper. This person's meditating. Do you remember when I was talking about going within, the High Priestess, right? Meditation is going to help you to connect to your true self. And by, like taking time each day to do meditation, that's going to help you to ground yourself, which is then going to help you to open up to the light. It's going to help you to slowly move out of the darkness and to be able to chip away and to face this fear, this trauma, and to persevere and to push through. And we have envy. Turn green eyes into a force for self-improvement and inspiration. What this is saying is that you're basically sitting there, in a sense of almost feeling sorry for yourself, right? You have this envy, like, oh, look at them, they get to have this or that, or like whatever, you know, and you're feeling envious of other people and their happiness and their joy and their relationships. Whereas by you even feeling that way, it's now part of the reason why you're staying there in that space of envy, of darkness, of sadness, of fear. It's like you're just adding to it, and this is another thing that you're needing to release. And we have projection. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers. Remember how we go back to talking about triggers. When we're triggered, we're projecting. You know, it's like if somebody says something to us and that gut reaction, that first reaction, that's your ego. That's you projecting that feeling that you're getting onto that person. You know, if somebody asks you a question, it could be just a genuine question and not necessarily, why does this person have to, you know, mess with me? Why do they have to constantly say shit that pisses me off? Well, what was actually the question, and why are you getting so pissed off? Do you see what I'm saying? Like they could just, you know, if somebody says, like, for example, you look tired, is everything okay? That could be coming from a place of genuine concern versus you're thinking that they're trying to get into your business and wondering what you're doing at night. You see what I mean? It could be just as simple as that. And then we have judgment. Judge less, understand more. Like I was just saying. It's like, ask yourself in a more loving and positive way, and a light way versus the darkness, right? Why is this person asking me this? Do they have concern for my well-being? Are they thinking that, you know, oh, are they sick? Is everything okay? Is there anything I could do for you? Versus saying, you look like shit and you need to take a nap. You see what I mean? Total different way of looking at it, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we have stagnation, movement, even if slow, is progress. So what this card is saying is that just what I was saying before, that chipping away at it, just little bits every day, opening yourself up, saying it's going to be a good day versus, oh, geez, I woke up and, you know, like be like pissed off you woke up. You know what I mean? See it as a positive versus a negative. And then we have obscurity. In the unknown, there is room for endless possibilities. Before, when I was talking about seeing, once we open up and we see the endless possibilities, it's like seeing that just that little bit of light, we're starting to see the pathway forward, which helps us to open up the possibilities. And remember when I was talking about the abundance, it's like, just think about, like, you're envious of other people's relationships, good times, like whatever's going on, right? By you shifting out of this and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing the possibilities, now think about it this way. You're blocking what you're envious of by staying in the darkness. So by opening up to the light around you, you're opening up your abundance, you're opening up the possibilities, you're receiving all it is that you ever wanted, and all by seeing that it's possible for you too, and that you don't have to be in a place of envy for somebody else. And then we have depression. This too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow. And there's that light, right? The light at the end of the tunnel, looking at the positive, seeing that everything is possible around you, starting off the day with a positive attitude, like, you know, whatever happened yesterday is gone. This is a fresh start. This is a new beginning, you know. And again, when somebody talks to you, rather than going with that gut reaction, that ego reaction, think just for a second before you react, right? And then see, like, is this person asking me this question because they care about me? You're going to know. Because all you need to do is just think for 2 seconds. And you know something? Even if the person is being, you know, an ass and saying, you know, like you look like shit because you haven't had a good night's sleep, don't allow their bullshit to ruin your day. Don't allow their bullshit to come in and ruin your life. Just say, thank you for asking. Yeah, I did have a little trouble sleeping, but it's all good. We got a fresh day. Like, say something positive. You know, like just give it back to them, and then it'll give them food for thought. So the next time they're not going to be a jerk to you. You know, trust me, I did that recently to somebody. She wanted to come in and say something, and I handed it right back to her. I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. Hold your boundaries with people. Don't allow them to hurt you. Because once they realize that you're not going to allow them to hurt you or allow them to project their bullshit onto you, they're going to stop. And that's what this is all about. It's like you're holding... You're cleansing yourself. You're releasing that past energy. You're holding space with love and light for yourself as well as for others. And by you doing that, it's going to help you to release the darkness that you've been in for so long. And you can't avoid doing this because it's just going to keep mounting up on you. And you don't want to do that either. And don't get overwhelmed by it, because trust me, I know you can get overwhelmed by this. It's like one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. Slow. Moving slow is progress too. Standing still now is not an option, because you can't, like I said before, you're stopping your own abundance. You're blocking yourself from what it is that you're envious of in other people. So standing still isn't an option anymore. Moving forward just a little bit at a time. And that's going to help you to feel so much better and to be able to release what has been holding you back. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. I do hope this reading has helped you and it's giving you the insight that you were seeking at this time. If you like my content, I do hope that you consider subscribing. And if you have already, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you just stopping in, saying hello. So comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And share it out if you feel that someone else needs to hear this message. And don't forget the bell so that you're notified of your next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care and have a blessed day.